Right, let's go. Right. Welcome, guys. Right, let me just get stuff set up and it should be working. I wasn't really planning to live stream today. I wasn't planning to live stream today, but I said, you know what, I haven't really done a live stream in a long time, so why not? And we can actually do something together today. Let me just get some stuff set up. For some reason, I can't see the chat on YouTube. It's not allowing me to. It's not allowing me to see the chat. There we go. I have to go like this. For some reason, I don't know why I think something's broke with YouTube today. It's not working properly. There we go. So I've got everything set up, live stream there. I also got another monitor. So I actually have 3 monitors now. And yeah, it's useful. So, okay, so in today's in today's live stream, what I want to do is I want to basically learn C, right? I'm not very proficient or very good with C or C++. I know the basics and stuff, right? Which is very, very similar to Python. Let me just get my notes up as well, so I can check up on stuff. Where's programming? C. There we go. Basic programs. There we go. So just in case I get stuck, I can use this. Let me just put it on top of my here since I don't need that. Okay, cool. So what we're gonna do is I have some program here, so let's actually run this. Let's see how it works. There we go. William, it works. Hello, Ayush. How are you? Hello. There we go. And yeah, this is how you can run system commands on anything. I'm pretty sure this works for both Windows and Linux. Maybe the libraries might be slightly different. Yeah, but it should be working for any system. Yeah, I'm pretty good. Just decided to do a live stream today about programming so we can learn together. So if you don't know how to learn programming, then I decided to do a live stream. I've been programming for some time now, so I can easily explain how to program. So let's write. So we have William, right? Let's actually change the command. Let's see if it works. Let's do ls, right, as an example. There we go. So we can see all my files over there. Okay. Let me just get some basic, right? So let's write some basic code first. Okay, everything should be white. Let me just make this bigger, maybe. Like this. I think that should be better. Looks better. Okay, so that's fine. Let's just do int. God damn, I already forgot. I've not been programming for a while. Let me just get my notes up. There we go. So let's do, for example, int number 1, and let's do int number 2 sum, and let's do float equals float sum. Let's just do like 10. So if you're new to computer science, it matters what you want to do. What I would recommend is try to do a little bit of everything so you can understand what you like. Because, for example, right, I am mostly focused in cybersecurity. Why C, not Python? I wanted to do something else since I already know Python. I could do Python, but I also wanted to do something different. I can also do Python because I have more experience in Python since I've been programming in Python for years. Just get the... It's just like this, right? So just number 1 plus number 2, right? And then if I just change this to sum. Remember also so if you want to learn, obviously my videos are pretty good because I explain them very step by step, right? But I can recommend you this website. Let me actually just look it up for you. This is my first website. This is where I learned it from when I was learning to program in high school. This has been my website for years. God damn it, come on, don't do this to me. I hate captchas, man. There you go. So this is my favorite website. This website has really taught me a lot. Right, my question is, why isn't it working? I think I've done something wrong here. It should be working. Bruh, I've done something wrong. Is it a specifier? Let me just get the specifiers up. I should just get it through the Mozilla, why not? It should be working, I'm pretty sure. Let's go google.com. So I too started from this, but I think it's confusing sometimes. Let me actually just pull up the website then. I'll show you. So basically what you just need to do, right? Yeah. So basically what you just need to do is you just need to start with the basics, right? So here you have a website, right? And here you have all the stuff. From the top is the easiest and the bottom is the most advanced. So just start step by step. So print, right? Print, what it does in a function in Python is it prints text or some kind of result. In most cases, it will be text. And just start playing with stuff. The way you learn programming is by trying and by just sort of seeing how to do stuff and how stuff works, right? So for example, once you learn hello, then just go to intro, right? And then you should get the basics. For example, not this. No, make it something more difficult. There you go. Like, for example, look, this is an if statement. An if statement, what it does, it basically allows you to check if the value is, for example, this, right? So, for example, let's say that you want to check. Python is far better than any other language. Yes, that's true. However, Python runs the world, that's true, but however C is actually running the whole world. Like Windows is written in C and C++. I'm pretty sure Apache 2 is written in C. So basically lots of things are written in C, right? Because C runs the world. And actually I'm pretty sure Python is, I don't want to say something stupid right now, but Python is the base of which language? I'm pretty sure it's C or C++. It's C. So Python itself is based on C, right? Which just shows you that learning Python and C, and also, I'm going to be honest, when I was learning C, right, a little bit, it is very similar. So Python and C, are you good? I'm self-taught, right? But I have went to high school and university, right? But I just decided that it wasn't for me. But I am self-taught, right? I can do anything. I can do websites. I can do. My actual first project in Python was malware, right? I actually posted it on YouTube. That was the screen grabber that I wrote. That was my first malware, and that was before AI, so I had to do everything by hand. I live in the UK. How about you? Right, why is this program not working? Did they do something wrong here? No, it should be working. Need to break float? No. Oh, okay, there we go. I think that was it. Okay, there we go. It worked. 15. There we go. So now it works, right? So yeah. So like I said, Python, right? Because I can easily write this example in Python as well. I can actually do it right now. Python, right? So what I can do right now is just it's even easier, right? So if you do basically number equals 1, 5, number equals equals 2, sorry, 2 equals 10. And then if you just do sum equals... Oh, goddamn, I'm going to mix it up right now. I forgot. Right, sum. Right, that should work. I need to save it. So Notepad is not really good. It's just a live stream.py. Right, that should work. Hopefully I haven't really. What? What do you mean Python? Whoa! Brother, what are you on about? Why is it asking me to install Python? I have Python installed, what are you on about? Let me restart Visual Studio Code. What is it? Livestream. I don't like Notepad++, especially that there was a vulnerability just a while ago. I'm not saying Visual Studio Code is unhackable. I think Visual Studio Code is actually more vulnerable to exploits because there's just so many people using it. Where did I get this? But I just don't like Notepad++. I used to use it, but it's not really my taste. Bro, where did I save this? I'm in my 20s. No, I got it. But why are you telling me to install Python? I have Python installed. What are you on about? Why is this telling me to install Python when I have Python installed? Did something break? I think something broke. No, what are you on about? I have Python installed. Why is Ubuntu telling me to install? I hate Ubuntu, by the way. No, the thing is, it's saying it's not... Like, I just wanted to quickly show you that it's very similar with C. And it's not pulling up. Why is it not working? Yeah, well, listen, everyone is different at different stages. I don't think you should compare yourself, right? I never really compare myself because comparing yourself to someone else is a bit stupid because someone could have started, like, I was programming since the age of 14, right? So you can't compare yourself to me because I was already programming in high school at the age of 14. And then when I used to come back from high school, I used to program in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, right? I used to program. And just recently, I was also a little bit programming in GTA 5, right? So you can't really compare yourself. I don't know why this isn't working, but let me just pull up an online compiler. So I'll show you. Yeah, so I'm saying don't compare yourself, right? Because I used to compare myself when I started my YouTube channel. There you go. So look, it's exactly the same, right? Let me just pull up the file. So look, right? It's very similar, right? So this is C and this is Python. I know the Python code is not very efficient. I could have improved that a little bit. Let me close this, man. There we go. Right, so look. This is Python on the right and this is C on the left. So this is basically, right, it's very, very similar. So that's why I say if you know Python, you'll be absolutely A-okay with C. C is just harder Python. And it's not even that hard, right? Because look, this is Python, it's just 4 lines of code, and this is very similar. It's like only like, it's like 11, right? It's not that hard. You just need to sit and just... so basically C is faster, and to be honest, I don't think there's that many benefits. I know Python is very, very simple to write stuff. C is a bit harder, but C is also faster, right? C is faster than Python. You've asked me do you think is more hard? Let me actually let me answer that because so hard trading. So trading stocks or programming? I think, so basically the way I see it is trading stocks is difficult, but I think there's less competition, right? But programming is probably easier than trading stocks, and there's less emotion to it. And programming is more saturated because it's easier, right? Because I used to, for 1 week, I tried day trading, and it's hard. It's very hard. I only had thought C was like in flight programs, what airplanes. No, so C and ++, right, are actually like brother and sister, right? C is used everywhere. Let me actually just pull up the thing. So C is, where is C used, right? I'll tell you. It's definitely Windows, right? I'm just going to use AI because it would just sum up the information. So Linux, Windows, Mac OS, they're all written in C, right? Trading. I've never really properly traded. I day traded Forex for 1 week, right? So yeah, C is used literally everywhere. Apache is one of the biggest one, right? For example, C is used everywhere, right? Let's just close this. There we go. Right. I'm just gonna get a sip of coffee. Sorry. So yeah. Let me just check the live stream. I don't think you should trade. I think it's better if you start a business. So literally anything you want, you can. In most cases, you can literally start. You can start cheap businesses for like no money. Like very cheap businesses for no money. Especially with social media, you have free marketing. You don't need to spend millions for marketing. And also, I think you should start, if you're young, I think you should start a business. Yeah, so exactly, you can start any business for very, very, very cheap. Okay, right. Let's do something else. I'm just looking for my notes where I can show you guys. And the first one, I actually was thinking about doing a live stream. I wanted to do some Docker, but then I thought, you know what? Docker's not really that exciting. So I just decided to do this. I don't know how long I'm gonna live stream, but hopefully for I think an hour maybe. Right, so okay, so 15 hours. Okay, then what I also done is there's one thing that I can do. So if I, there we go. So we can do is this, right? So this is a bit of a better way. So in C, what we can do is we can specify values at once, right? So we can do something like this. And you can also do like, and then if you just do float sum, or actually let's just do int sum, there you go. And then remember the semicolon at the end. Semicolon is the most important because semicolon, it basically tells the program to right. And are you guys okay on the chat? Guys, just relax. I don't want any wars. I'm just here to sit with you guys and have a chat. I'm not here to be sorting wars out. Come on, guys. Relax. And then what I want you to do is printf, right? So printf, what it does, it basically allows you to display values. No, sorry, printf, it asks for values, and scanf, it allows you to look for values, right? I'm actually going to pull up a documentation in a second because I'm doing this from my notes right now because I haven't programmed in a while. And then if you do scanf, so scanf, it allows you to scan values from users. So now what we need to do is put format specifiers. Format specifiers, they're basically, let me actually just pull it up. It's format specifiers, C format specifiers. So what they do for C, yeah, so I was also saying like school is not for me. I genuinely dislike school. And it's not the reason is because I was stupid or something. It's the reason because the way they teach it. Like in high school, right? It just feels like you're in a cage. Like to go to a toilet, you need to ask the teacher. Like, whoa, bro, why do I need to ask for a basic need? It just feels like you're in jail. It just doesn't say jail, it just says school. And it's always so stupid because I remember when my teachers, they couldn't teach something. I remember I was like, bro, if they don't know this, like, what am I doing here? Aren't they supposed to be the expert here? And then if I do number 1 and number 2, and then just basically a semicolon. Oh, because we need to put the little ampersands. Yeah, so that's what I was also saying. Also, the reason why I hated high school so much is because for them to teach me something, it just took too long. Like, when I was in cybersecurity, right, they were teaching me something that I could have learned in 3 months. And it took them a whole year. What? What was going on? I think students should just... Oh, okay. I was confused for a second. Yeah, it's a bit crazy because, yeah. And then if I do... Yep, because the skill system is to make workers on collect money. Yeah, that's the thing, right? And the worst thing here in the UK, right? If you make above £100,000, I think that's like 150. I think that's like 150,000 USD, if I'm not wrong. Let's just do some quick maths here. I don't remember what. I think maybe 120. 100,000. Let's do 100 GBP to USD. Yes, 135,000 USD, right? You pay 50% to the government of that. Like, what? I'm making my own money and you want me to pay that much in taxes? Brother, hell nah, bro. I would rather die than pay that much to the government in taxes. And the best thing is, it's only the broke people that have to pay taxes because the rich people can just, like, my company, what they're doing is every year they're starting a new company. And I think they're paying the loan to the other company and they don't pay tax on it, right? Because every year I get paid, it's like the company has a different name, right? So then I'm like, well, what's going on here? All right, why is this not working? Oh, because I've never said printf, okay. Should I know? Okay, let's do 2. Okay, right, something broke. Okay, that's okay, but it works, right? So print f, it asks for 2 integers, so enter 2 integers, 2. Oh, I never entered 2. 2 and 1, right? So it should be 3, it is say 0. So I think what's happened is oh, because I never added it. Okay, that's fine. There we go. So it works. I just need to add a this. So what this is, if you guys don't know what this is, basically this makes a new line. So see how this is like 2 plus 2 is 4 and it makes it on the same line? What you need to do is just do this, right? This is a backwards slash and n. And now if I do, as you can see, oh, it didn't work for some reason. It's weird. It should work. I think I just put in the wrong location. Maybe I need to do here. Let's try here. Okay, that didn't work. Let's just do it after. I don't know why it's not working. It should work. There we go. Right, it worked this time for some reason. Maybe I didn't save it. Right, let me read the chat. School is just not a system that has nothing to do with education. Yeah, that's true. The skill system is just to also is to make you broke. Because the skill system, right? Some people in some countries you have to pay for study or education fees, right? So like the loans and stuff. If you're not rich on the company, you can open a trust in the company. Yeah, so that's the thing, right? When you're rich, you have so many opportunities or so many possibilities to not pay taxes. Is there like a dictionary of C keywords, like telling you include means or no? So basically, like these libraries. So this is just libraries for the system, right? So this just imports the system. I know I could ask, but I'm so tired of asking AI everything. Yeah, that's the. I really use AI. I use it only in specific cases because it just makes mistakes, and also I prefer to finding answers on my own rather than using AI for everything. In America, we are told, go to school, go to college, and get a job. My generation is 100k in debt with no jobs. Yeah, that's also my parents told me, like, oh, you need to do this, go to high school. I said, bruv, I'm not doing that, bro. I'm not like everyone else. And they don't, and the worst thing is your parents fail to understand that, which is like, it's annoying. But I think my parents just gave up because they know I don't listen. I don't care what they have to say. I do what I need to do. Yeah, that's the thing, right? They were living like in an easier world. And we're in a completely different world as well, so they don't understand. Bug bounties, to be honest, I used to, but I kind of stopped doing it. I kind of went back to gaming, so I've been doing this channel and I've been live streaming as well. The reason why did I stop overall? Maybe it's just because I haven't done it that long, but I haven't done it that long because I don't see it as worth money to ratio wise, right, for me. I think it's just gonna get more and more competitive. Maybe I'm a bit overreacting or something, but I think it's just getting too competitive. Because if I was to sit and try to get bounties, it would take me a week, but I know if I was to do it full time, it'll just get easier and better with time. But to be honest, I think it's better if I just stick to content creation. Content creation is more better for me, right? Since I've already been doing it for this long, so why not just continue? So yeah, have you ever done bug bounties? Wakand and Arrow? I don't know how to say your name. I'm just gonna call you Wakand. Damn, it's raining outside. Right. Let's... Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You should just live a free life. Just enjoy yourself. Do what you like to do. So there we go. We have a working calculator. It works. Cool. Right, let me just pull up some documentation and let's go to... Let's write some programs. So C programming. Introduction to C. So let's do, I don't know, if statements. Okay, so we can do scanf. Also, when you're learning programming, it's very important to use documentations, right? Whenever I program, I never just think from stuff on top of my head. Yes, I know things that are basically like when I do lots of common functions or when I do something that's common, yeah, I remember this, but not everything. There's just too much information. Like, look, you can never expect yourself to remember all of this. It's impossible. It is impossible. So that's why it's important to just use documentation. I am not smart enough to do bug bounties or educated on this stuff. Local lab with DV. Yeah, so, yeah. You should just do what you want. If you find it exciting, then you should just do it. Why not? It's everyone has their own thing. Everyone has their own, like, things that they find exciting. Right, now let's do this, right? So if sum higher than, let's do 25, print if but no, let's just do, we know what, let's not, let's enter your age and let's just change it to number 1, right? We're gonna do one of my favorite programs. Oh, because I forgot to do this. There we go. Cool, right? And if number 1 higher than 25, yeah. So you should find your own thing. That's what I do. For example, in cybersecurity, right? I genuinely hate digital forensics. It's not that I hate it, it's just I find it extremely boring. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to make an if statement that checks your age. So what I like to do, this is one of my like favorite programs, or like to what's it called? Things to do when I learn programming, because this just allows you to simply check how stuff works. Okay, so this is not like Python. Damn. Okay, so I need to put in the brackets. Yeah, like this. On digital forensics, I hear they sound so boring. Yeah, digital forensics is very boring for me. Right, I need to do like this. Am I correct? Yep, there we go. So if number 1 higher than 25, print the message, you are allowed to drive, right? As an example, right? And then let's do an else statement. Else. So else statement is, okay, like this. Okay. So if number higher than 25, then we need to print. Okay, so we just need to do like this. So it's just slightly different to Python. And then I'm pretty sure if I do print f, right? I'm pretty sure I need to put else as well. Yeah, else. But okay, else here, I think, yeah, should work. I believe. You are not allowed to drive. Right, and let's just delete this. We don't need this at all. And I think I messed something up. Nope, I forgot. Semicolon. There we are. Right, so let's try this now. So I'm just going to reset it and let's run it again. So let's do 30. You're allowed to drive, okay? And let's do... Okay, something broke. Let's do 15. Okay, so there we go. So this is a simple if statement, right? It's very actually similar to Python. It's just about Python with extra steps. I wish there was a visual way to do this. Like, I know there's visual learning sites, but nothing is where it explains. Like, cybersecurity, hacking, or programming. So with programming, it is more of hands-on. There's not really a way to show programming on pictures. I mean, there is examples. You could look up examples, but it's very difficult to explain programming from a perspective of pictures. You need to more of do it by hand. This is the best way, right? It takes lots of time. Right, it took me. Remember when I started in programming in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas, right? So in GTA SA, it took me like literally a year to write a good program without having to copy off the internet, right? It took me a whole year, and then after that, after that year, it just was really simple, right? So it was like a snowball effect. I started slow. I couldn't do anything. I kept going, and then I was able to. Then I just basically started to program, right? That's what it was. Originally I started with HTML, so that's like the website, like the basic website coding. Then I moved to, in my high school, we moved to Visual Basic, which was C#. I hated it. I genuinely hated it. It was terrible. The biggest problem with Visual Basic was, let's say on Friday, I finished to work on the code. I went home on Monday morning, the same code, nothing changed because I was off for 3 days, right? Because it was a weekend. And the code was not working. The same code, nothing changed. I did not change anything. Friday afternoon, it was working. Monday morning, it wasn't. Like, what? Like, how is this possible? And that's why I hated it so much. And there was always so many problems with Visual Basic or C#. It was just so many problems. And then I moved to Python. That was self-study. Then Lua, right? Self-study again. And then I'm doing C and C++, right? Just recently started. I started a couple months ago, but I've not really done anything crazy. I just done some basic programs. The HTML I would say it's simple. You should just launch some tutorial and just try to repeat it, and then you'll be okay. You'll be fine. Just 1 second, I'm just checking the live stream. There we go. Does it translate to other coding stuff? Is it like not really. HTML, not really, no. I'm gonna be honest, no. But HTML is a very good language to get started because it teaches you the basics of programming, right? So if you start with HTML, then you should move maybe to JavaScript or implement some JavaScript to your code. And then move to Python. And then once you learn Python, you're a programmer, right? But it just takes time. It really does take time. Because like I said, I remember when I first started, I could not code anything. And then as I kept going, as I was persistent and consistent, it just allowed me to learn programming, right? Because this is basically with anything in life. You just need to keep going at it, keep going at it, keep going at it. And then that's it. That's why also, when you try to learn something, it's always beneficial to like it. Because I'm going to be honest, I could probably learn JavaScript, but I would hate myself. With vibe coding is also different, because vibe coding you can't really learn it, because with vibe coding it just spits out the code and that's it, right? It works. So you don't really analyze the code, and also you're not really learning anything because everything is just done for you. So it's very difficult to learn that way. That's why I'm saying it's the best way to learn something is do it hands-on. It's going to take time, it's the hardest route, but it is the best route. Right, what is nested? Also, it's basically just conditions inside a condition, okay. Yeah. Bro, what is this music? It feels like I'm in a church. Where's it? Let me change it. There you go. Yeah, so these are the libraries, right? Let me actually get a reference since I saw there's a reference. I'll tell you exactly. These are just libraries that import the system. Studio H and Studio Library H. Yeah, so these are just the libraries that allow you to be the communication between the system and between the programming, right? Or between the program. Yeah, so like it just allows you, for example, int, right? So this is the studio library.h. It's the basic, right? So look, it allows you integer, right? So integer allows you to get the numbers up, right? So allow you to get the data types, right? Data types are basically like integer, float, float, and string, right? And some other ones. And then there is studio.h, which is basically file handling. And also some char. Char is also strings. Right, so very important. I wanted to live stream, I want to live stream more often, but I don't know what to live stream, so, because it's, for gaming, it's different, because it's like, you just live stream anything, right? But with a technology channel, it's different. I don't just want to live stream programming all day. Right, let's do something, examples. Let's see some examples. Maybe I can get some. Quiz. No. Let's actually just do, let me actually just write it myself. So we're going to do is char. So char is for text. So these are libraries and they have functions that they let you use by importing your code. Not really. What they allow you to do is by importing them, you're basically, you have to import them, because if I remove them, right? If I remove them, the program's not going to work, right? And some of this one is just not going to work. Right, as you can see, I'm getting errors, right? Look, it's not even allowing me to put text right now. So they're just basically the libraries that just give you the system functionality, sort of, or the code functionality, right? The easiest way to explain it. Yeah, so without Studio H, is that the one? Without Studio H, I can't do anything. No, sorry, without the Studio Library.h, with the second one, I don't have access to integer or any other data types or functions. Like rand one is it's actually the same as in Python. Allows you to generate a random integer or value. Yeah. It's similar to Python where you import the packages and stuff. Right. Let's do this. So char name, right? Now, what's the format specifier for C format specifier? Let's do for strings. Let's go back here. I need text. There we go. C, well, that's a letter. No, I need text. Where's the list? Hello? Where are the lists? Yeah, sort of, yes. But basically, what this package, right, or this studio library has, it gives you... So basically this, right, it gives you access to a function, like a random rand, right, which is a rand package allows you to create random values. So you don't have to write a custom code for that random integer. You can just use the function that comes by default with C, right? If that makes any sense. I'll try to explain as simple as possible. What's the format specifier for text? String. No, not letter. I need a... There you go. S. Okay, so it's S. So it's S, and if you just do name and enter your name, right? There we go. And so now we can remove this, and we can just literally say up printf, and I should be able just to put name, right? It might not work for one reason, but let's try it. Yeah, so it did not work because I never put the format specifier. Yeah. So I need to put format specifier. And then I can only put name. Clear. There we go. Let's try again. Let's do hello. Segmentation fault. Okay, interesting. I don't know what that means actually. But it should work. Oh, I think because I never put the character size. Hello? Okay, yeah, that's why. Okay, it worked. There we go. So, yeah. Cool. Guess that works. So now if I enter my name, so let's just do Griffin. Why is this not working? Expects argument of type char. What? What does that mean, bro? I think those libraries might become a problem if AI gets more capable. There could be flaws in the functions or something that we don't realize. There probably could be, right? But I think for the next 5 years, we don't really need to worry. Because AI is not really capable of doing proper things currently. It does things okay-ish, but they're not that good. I've tested AI, it's not really that good. Right, why is this not working? Print out your name, scanf, string is. Okay, is it because of this? Okay. Okay, it's because of that. Okay, let's put like William, like, let's try a name that has a space in it. William Benz. Okay, so there we go. So it did not capture my fill, right? It did not capture the second thing. So I'm pretty sure what I need to do is for this, if I do S like this, it should capture. Hello? William Benz. Nope. To be honest, though, for one thing, I like AI, but I don't like it that much. For one reason, it gives people that have no idea what they're doing, like, access. And this is not a problem. The problem is when people start handling customer data and they don't, like, they don't secure their stuff. And then, like, when you register on a website, they can, like, sort of... This actually just happened, right? It happened many times. On Twitter, it happens. The leaks happen the quickest. People just... they haven't secured their website and they just leaked, like, the whole database, right? And that's a problem because this not only affects the person, it affects everyone, because how many websites that have been vibe coded that you have no idea about? Quite a bunch, right? For example, just some random website you register to and bam, it's vibe coded. Right, why is this not working? Oh, sorry, it is working, but the problem is it's not capturing the whole name. Yeah, that's the thing, right? If you actually care about security, that's okay. But there is people that just don't care about security and they just publish anything. And then people register and then you have people's data being leaked, right? That's the problem. But if you actually do care and make it secure and you try to learn stuff, then I don't mind it, right? But like I said, I mind it when people don't care and they just make websites and they just expect for God knows for what. Yeah, Moldbook is... The whole project was a Moldbook, Clawbot and something else. They're just like bubbles, because notice how fast Clawbot or whatever it was called disappeared. Yeah. I think someone bought his company, didn't they? I think someone bought his company. Who bought? Was it not Claude? Oh, but it was OpenAI that acquired Claudebot or Moldbot. Yeah. Yeah. That's what happened, yeah. Right, how do you... Text with a space. There we go. Let's read some Stack Overflow. Okay, so this guy says to try this. Okay, let's try. I don't know what that means. I have no clue. I've just copied. And it looks like it's working. Let's try this. William Benz. Okay, it actually worked. Damn. How does this work? So it's... I don't know what that means. I genuinely don't know what that means. But okay, that was a simple fix. Okay. But it works. Yeah, I was thinking like it should be a new line, but it works. I'm confused. What does this even mean? But it works. Because this is a new line, right? But it works. So I'm kind of confused as well. I don't know what just happened. There's no reason for S, scan FO, scan nothing, save nothing is string input. I'm confused. I don't know, right? It works though. I'm actually gonna put in my notes for some reason. Let's do basic programs. Fundamentals. No. Let's just do capturing strings with spaces. Right, I'm just gonna do it like this, and I'm just gonna copy this whole program for my notes. C. And I'm just gonna take this. There we go. There we go. Right. There we go. Right. I just saved in my notes so I know for the future. But I don't think this is a proper like way to do it. But it works, right? That's why I love programming. There's no as like a one way to do things. There's so many ways to do things. Okay. So I guess that's sorted. I learned something new today. I'm probably not going to remember this. Actually, it's actually simple though. But it works, right? Happy. Makes me happy. Okay, we can actually do something like this as well. Okay, let's actually just copy this. I'm gonna copy this. I want to see how it works. No, I don't want the Copilot, bruv. Copilot. Who even uses Copilot? Right, let's just copy this. And I'll see how it works. There we go. So we can actually... Oh, that's interesting. So... Let's do... Griffin. Oh, let's do something. Let's do hello live stream. There we go. Okay. And then, yeah. Copilot genuinely annoys me. Also, Windows pushed something stupid, and whenever I press my like key to record, it sends me news. And the thing is, it's so difficult to disable it because they done something that I cannot just like get rid of it. And also, for some reason, what they have messed up is the folders. Last time when I tried to open a folder, it did not open, right? So they messed something as well. Because this did not happen before. It just started after the recent update. It started to do that. Yeah. It's just annoying, man. I don't know why. That's why I also hate AI to some extent. Because they're just pushing things I don't want. And they're doing it on my computer that I paid with my own money for. Like, if I wanted a Copilot, then guess what? I would install it myself. Okay, so we can actually push text like this. Okay, that's pretty fun. Let's do... Hi. Hi, hello. I'm gonna save this as well, actually. This is pretty cool. Let's do... Text formatting. Wait, basic programs, fundamentals, text formatting. Yeah, that'll do. Text formatting. Let's just do here. Pushing text to one side. Let me just copy this. It's actually pretty cool. Let me just take a screenshot. Like this. There we go. So now I have a screenshot. Now I can display it on my notes. Cool. Okay. So see, this is how you learn C, right? I just learned like 2 things by just like... Hello, Ramp Rowdy. Oh god. Apologies, I may not remember everyone. I may not remember you. I've really... I have a short-term memory. Yeah, so I was familiar with Python. I have done a little bit of C, but I think I'm not at the level where I can just sit here and say, you know, guys, I'm a professional at C, because I'm not a professional in C. That's why, yeah. And also I just decided to do a live stream. So yeah, so we can learn C together today. Yeah, I do. The thing is, right, I remember the long stuff, but I don't remember like short-term stuff. Although maybe I'm just selective why I remember. I don't know. I think it's because of social media, TikTok and stuff. I don't really watch TikTok or anything, but I don't know, man. Everything is so difficult. Right, so, okay. Yeah, but the thing is, like, I'm actually also like I said, I'm also a bit selective about what I remember, because if I meet someone for the first time, I'm not going to remember him or even worry to remember this person unless I'm going to see him more, because like, what's the point? Like, I easily see a lot of people every day, and I meet a lot of people every day. Like, why should I remember everyone? Like, there's no way I can remember everyone. It's confusing as well. Yeah, it was actually funny. I have a story. So I used to work with this guy, and he left. And like 6 months later, I remember his face, I know, but I forgot his name. And he came up to me and he said my name. I was like, oh, bro, I don't remember your name, bro. And it was a bit awkward. But it's okay. Yeah, it's a bit awkward. Like, someone remembers your name, but then you don't remember his name. I was like, oh, damn, bro. I don't remember your name. Right, it's 5 o'clock, okay. So I still have a bit of time. I might sit for another half an hour and then I might need to go. I'm going to work soon. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't remember. And also, where I work, a lot of people just come and leave, right? So there were days where just people like came for one day and they just left the next day. So like, why should I even bother remembering the person? There's no point. I work in a job. I'm not going to disclose where. I don't want to disclose. I don't want anyone to recognize me. Let's just pretend I work in a job. Okay, this actually is a nice one. Okay, so let's actually write this. Let's actually write this. Right. No. Okay, so what this is going to allow us is going to fetch the system from our time. So let's actually try this. Time.h, right? Let's remove this. We don't need this. Oh, wait, I removed the library. See, I removed the library and the whole program stopped working. So we need to add it. Include time.h. There we go. And if I do what he's saying, time dot, sorry, underscore t. So I guess that's a function for this thingy. I thought it's a variable. It's not. It's a function. Equals, not current time. Okay. And time ampersand current time. Okay. I'm just gonna copy this because there we go. Right. Okay, so actually it's actually is that actual system time? Yeah, that's actual system time. Yeah. Okay. Friday, April 17th, 6 o'clock. Okay. Okay, so that's a pretty useful. I'm pretty sure we can also break it down. There we go, yeah. So like just like in Python, we can break it down. Right, I'm actually gonna get a drink 1 second, guys. Let me can I pull up notepad? Mousepad? I'm just gonna get a drink. No. Be right back. 1 sec. I'm just gonna get a drink, guys. 1 second. Okay, I'm back, bros. I'm back. Thank you, Frazzoni. I'm back, guys. Okay. It's weird. It was raining 2 seconds ago. Now it's sunny. Beautiful. Okay, so formatting. There we go. Formatting. There we go. So this is similar to so this is like just Python, where you can just specify what you want it to do. Random numbers. Okay, let's do some random integers. So this is the library. Rand. Yeah, there we go. Right. So let's do that. A random number. Let me actually just copy this as well. Basic programs. Current system. Let's do C. There we go. Having a third monitor is actually very good. Just write this. Important library. There we go. Cool. Okay, right. 40 degrees. Is it Fahrenheit or Celsius? Because I think you told me you're from America, yeah? So I think it's Fahrenheit. Is that like 5 degrees or something? 40 Fahrenheit to Celsius. Damn, I was actually low-key. Low-key. Damn, bro, that was accurate. I literally said, like, I was thinking, like, that's like, I think that's 5. I was really close. Funny how I'm also learning C. Yes, I like learning programming languages. Just not JavaScript, please. No, sorry, not Java. I've seen Java. I don't want to touch Java. Anything, just not Java, please. There we go. And then if you just do something like this. Yeah, so like I said before, like it's very important. Rust, I think Rust is very similar. Rust. I think, no, oh god damn it, man. Not Rust, the game. Rust programming language. There we go. Rust programming language. Show me some examples, please. I'm pretty sure it's a bit similar or more difficult to C++. I genuinely don't like Java. I've seen people and everyone's complaining about Java, and also I don't think Java is my thing, to be honest. Maybe I just don't like it. Show me some examples. Examples of Rust code. There you go, from here. Bro, what was that? I think that was my neighbor. It sounded like something fell. I was like, what the hell is going on? Let me make this bigger. So this is Rust. Isn't let JavaScript? I'm pretty sure that's JavaScript let, no? Let an integer 1u32. I don't know what that means. 1u32? A billion, okay. Let copied integer an integer. Yeah, I don't think Rust is my thing. I genuinely don't think it's my thing. It looks confusing. I'm more of a Python developer rather than Rust. And I think I'll stick to Rust. No, Rust, sorry, to Python. I'm mixing things up, man. Right. Let's continue. And we're just going to do random. And semicolon always and return 0. Always important. There we go. So now if I run this, I should return a random integer. Shall it? No? I tried making a game to teach me Rust, but like I think I need to make Python. Yeah. I think you should start with something more simpler. You can make a game with Python. There is plenty of examples. Like Snake Game is one of the simpler ones they can make. Why is this not working? I missed something, I think. Returns a random integer. Yeah, bro, where? Random equals rand. Printf. Oh, because I never said printf. There we go. Right. I'm always mixing it up because in Python it's print and C is printf. So I always mix these things. Okay. That's actually a very... Bro, that's not a random number. It returned me the same number 4 times now. Brother. That's not a random number. Oh, because we... Okay, this is what it says. We have not a seed yet. Okay. Whatever that means. A random number and a range. There we go. Right, so we have a dice. Okay, let's do that. Let's do a rolling dice. Srand. I don't know what that means. Srand. Null. Okay, let's actually just learn what is srand. To get different numbers every time you need to run. Okay, so rand and starting point seed. Okay, so seed is srand. Okay, so we need to give it a seed. A common trick is to use the current time as the seed because the time is always changing. Okay, so seed is like a random number to create a random number. Yeah, okay, makes more sense. Okay, so it's a random seed. Okay, makes more sense now. So int dice equals 1, int dice 2. And we just need to do... Oh, I done it wrong. I'm a bit crazy today. Okay, plus, let's do like plus 1 is, okay, because dice, yeah. Okay, cool. Let's just copy this. We just need to change the variable to 2. And we just need to copy this. Okay. And we just need to add a percentage sign. Space. Okay. And if I run this, okay, you wrote 3 and 1, total 4, okay. Okay, so the srand is the random seed and rand is the, okay. Oh, that's actually smart. So we have just done srand, so random seed, with time, but we actually haven't given any time. We just given null. Okay. That's actually pretty smart. Okay. Okay, let's just actually change the numbers. Let's change it to 10 and let's change it to 12. Just so we get higher numbers. You wrote 5 and 4. Okay. Let's do again 4 and 3. 3 and 9, 12. 1 and 7. Okay, that's actually pretty cool. Right, let me get a sip of my drink. It tastes pretty good. I'm drinking orange passion fruit and guava. Yes, it is an energy drink. It tastes pretty good. Okay. Oh, I have never... Okay. But that's actually crazy. It worked without me having to put return 0. This never happens, by the way. You always need to put return 0, but for some reason it worked. I guess people have been visiting my Rust game page. I was just looking at the backend only like for people, but whatever. Yeah, so... Yeah, I think that's actually normal. I have pages like from before ages ago and people still look at it for some reason. I don't know why. There's nothing on it, but people look at it. Or maybe it's bots sometimes. I think it's bots sometimes. Maybe scraping content or something. But if you want to, you should try to make a game. Games can be very fun to make. I think they're a bit hard though, because there is mathematics involved. Like for graphics and some stuff, but if you want to, I think you should try. I want to make my own games, but I'm not capable of like, creating one since I don't have time. And second of all, I don't know how to make a game, right? So maybe in the future, but not currently. There's no way I can do it currently. What's a macro? Yeah, maybe I guess I could use AI to help me. I guess I could just get AI and then I could just change the code by myself. But the thing is, like, maybe, I don't know. I could try, I guess. Maybe in the next live stream, I would just create some game. But see the thing, right, with Claude, I actually tested Claude with games, and it was not doing a good job. Like, Claude was struggling with creating games. It was taking too much time, and it was like getting stuck, and he never actually done the things properly. Yeah, have it make it a scaffolding or something. I could try. Maybe I'll actually try in the next live stream, I guess. We can make a game together. I could make, I don't know if you guys remember this, a Tibia. This is one of the games, I used to play this back in like 2005. Damn, this is one of my first games. My brother showed me this game, it was such a good game. This is the original picture. I used to play so much. What are pointers? Also pointers, because I've seen people complain about pointers. What are pointers? Is it just what's it called? Format specifiers? You learned about previous chapter that we can get memory address of a variable with the reference operator ampersand. Okay. Also, the ampersand is the, okay, so that's the pointer. Okay. I've got Claude to design weapons for old school RuneScape and Blender feel like so. With a lot of prodding, did you get good results though? Like, has it done a good job? But I also grabbed all the weapon files I could to show it like they're made, and yes, it was a good first job. Okay, that's good. If I actually done a good job, then that's good. Dereference, okay. So pointers are basically accessing the memory. Because here, right here, this is a memory address. Or something. A pointer is a variable that stores the memory address. Create a pointer. Okay, pointer and arrays. Alright, memory address. Comments. No, not comments, come on. I already know what comments are. I'm not gonna say on comments. Switch, what is a switch? Instead of writing many if-else statements, you can use the switch, okay? Switch, case, X, break, okay. Statement select one of many code blocks to be executed, okay. Oh, end day for switch day, and printf Monday. I don't know what to write. Ideas for C programs. Let's see. What is going Google to suggest me? Google, what is your suggestion for programs? Okay. Right, can I write, how to add UI in C? There we go, GUI in C, okay. GTK, okay, so we need to use GTK library. Okay, that looks extra confusing. Ay. Right, what I'll do is, let's maybe do this, right? It's difficult. Can I just run this? I'm going to write a system, like a student system. I'll try at least. It might not work. Okay, it's not working. Why is it not working? Do I need to install something? Probably. Is there any other library? Oh god damn it, man. captchas. I hate captchas. No. Basic direction for GUI program and C. Right. You know what? I'm gonna do one thing. We're gonna ask AI. Yeah, it's because I'm on a VPN, that's why. It's just because I'm on a VPN, so what happens is people are... Let me just ask Grok. Grok, how do you... Let me actually... I can show you guys this. Let me just pull up on the screen. There we go. It's working. There we go. Grok, how do you make a GUI in C? People are messaging me, man. I guess, yeah, because I think, but what I want him to do is I want him to give me, like, show me how to do it, because I want to write it by hand. But I guess I can ask as well. Let him finish with this and then I'll see. If he doesn't give me anything useful, then I'll ask him. Because Google's not showing me very good examples. It's just giving me some... Okay, so I need to install the library, okay. Okay, so he gives me the same library. Okay, so let's just install the library first. Password. Yes, please. Okay. Right, and then he's saying to do this, okay. Hello. Let me just actually... Hello, everyone. I'm just sent text, so you guys know I'm alive. Okay, so we just need to include this. I already have included it, so if I save, I should disappear, or if I restart Visual Studio Code, I should disappear. There we go. Brilliant. How did you learn C? How did I learn C? So I'm not really a professional in C. I know the basics and fundamentals and how to program basic stuff. I'm more of a Python developer. Oh, why is this not working? Bruh, why is this not working? Something's broken. Ay, ay, ay. Try this again. Why is this not working? Let's try Ubuntu. Ubuntu, how to install GTK C. There you go. I don't want to download anything. I should be binary. Let's try this one. Maybe this is the proper one. Sudo apt install. Okay, it's already installed. Interesting. I want to get into programming, but it's very difficult to remember the syntax of a language for me. So what you should do, right, is write notes. And it just with time, you're just gonna remember the things, right? Also, what you should do is you should stick to one language. So I have a main language. My main language is Python, right? That's my main language. So whenever I try to write something, I usually try to write Python. Also, Python is very similar to C, right? So when I'm writing C, the things are very, very similar to Python because Python is actually based off C. So it's not as difficult for me as it could be. So what I would recommend is you should start to learn the basics, for example, HTML, then move to JavaScript, then move to Python, and then move to other languages. I would not recommend starting with the hard ones. Whenever you're learning something, you should always start with the basics and then with the hard stuff. Right, why is this not working? Am I doing something wrong? No, it's already installed, so why is it not working? No? Nope. Okay, I don't think I'll be able to. Yeah, no problem. I'm always here to help, so if you have any questions, you can always ask me. That's how I learned, right? So I started in high school, but the thing is, I started about a decade ago. So when I was 14 years old, I was already programming in C#, I believe. It was in Visual Studio Code. Visual Basic. I hate Visual Basic. I will never ever use that program again. So the way I started was I started with HTML, then I moved to C# and Visual Basic. Then I moved, when I came back from high school, I used to program my own scripts for games. And that's how I started, right? And then just a couple years ago, I learned, couple months ago, I just started learning C, right? And that's how I just started. You should always try to make a snowball effect. So start with the basics and then just, or like when you're trying to climb stairs. Start with the basics and go to the top with the hardest stuff at the top, right? That's how you learn stuff properly. Auto hotkey. I only use auto hotkey for scripting, for games, for like to make stuff. Right, this is not working for some reason. I don't know why. It's broken or something. Right, I guess we're gonna do something else then. If it's not working, then I'm not gonna sit here for half an hour trying to solve this and fix it. I don't know why it's not working. Yeah, I used to make an auto clicker for something, I can't remember. I think it was for bunny hopping in Counter-Strike. Because it was a script, like a macro, that just allowed me to bunny hop around the game. Right, let's actually see, how do you connect a database to C? So let's actually try to connect a database. Because I should have a database running. Let me see. I think I have a database running. If not, I can set one up very simply. There is 3306. Okay, cool. So there is a 3306 running. MySQL. Brother. What is this? Jesus. No, I've never actually used Postgres. I usually use MySQL. So which let me actually go. I'll show you a github.com. Is it gonna find me? No. What's my GitHub? So for web scraping, you can use Beautiful Soup 4. Right, 1 second. Let me just go to my... I need my GitHub. Okay, oh, that's my GitHub. There you go. No. There you go. So I have a web scraper somewhere. Or at least I think I made it public. I hope I made it public. I can't remember if I did. Also, I need to tidy these things up. Web scraping. Nope. Where did I put this? So I used Beautiful Soup, right? I might have not made it public. But what I used is for web scraping, you can use Beautiful Soup 4, right? And this allows you to web scrape. So what this allows you to do, hello. What this allows you to do, what Beautiful Soup 4 allows you to do is it allows you to scrape specific content. Wait, I done it in my stock tracker. I'll show you, right? So if you go to Griffin and my stock tracker, in my stock tracker, right, what I done is I basically, from the website, right, so it took the stock price, for example, from Brave, right? And what this allows you to do is it basically took the headers, right? So it went on the website and it took the header. So this is the header, the HTML headers, right? Or the code, whatever thing is, whatever you want to call them. And look, it just takes the header and it just returns it to the program. And that's how you web scrape. Web scraping, I would say, is very, very difficult because there's a lot of there is a lot of thinking, because I remember when I tried to web scrape, it was a pain. It was literally a pain. I could not solve it. I think to write this whole code, it took me like 3 days. And the problem was with this. This was the biggest problem. And then also what I came across as the Google was blocking me. So I had to switch from Google to Brave. And Brave doesn't really block you as much, right? So that's why I had to do. But you can take this code if you want, right? This is from my GitHub. I'll just paste on the live chat. No, not this. Right? No. And what you can do is you can just go to that URL and just take that code and you can just play it in with it. Try to see what you can do. I've never used Tavily. Is it for web scraping? Right. So we just need to... Okay, so we just need to give the connection, yeah? What is this? And initialize the connection handle structure? Right, let's try a database application using very basic low-level MySQL client C AP library. I don't know what this... I need to... Okay, so I need to put this in my code, yeah? Because I already have a database, so I think I should be able to... Okay, it's not working. Beautiful. Problems again. Right, maybe I just need to paste it. Let's remove this. Or maybe I need to paste it here. Also, no driver can be really useful for web scraping. It allows you to use Chrome like a debugger while having full control on the tabs in your code. Yeah, so there's different libraries. The reason why I use Beautiful Soup 4 is because I think that's the most popular one. But I'm going to tell you straight away, web scraping is very difficult because there's not a lot of information to do it, right? So that's why when I said I had to figure everything out by myself, because there's no information to show you how to do stuff. Oh my god. Bro. I think I'm doing something wrong here. Do I have my web? No, I would have to switch to Linux Mint. Okay, I might actually switch to Linux Mint. I'll show you guys my web project that I have written by hand. It is not big. Let me actually launch it in the meantime. Right. Let me launch. God damn it. Come on, VMware, don't play with me. Okay, right, I need to do it a different way. Hello, VMware. Please don't play with me. VMware is playing with me. Okay, let me just do the other way. I'll show you guys my website. I'm just launched Linux Mint because that's where my website is located. Okay, right. Visual Studio Code, back to coding. Let's ask Grok, shall we? Grok, how can I connect my MySQL database to my C program? Yeah, that's what you have to do with overall. Oh, god damn it. Okay, so that's already installed, interesting. But I have no idea how to... Right, I'm just gonna copy this because I just want to see if it works. I'm not gonna write this by hand anyway. That's too much information for me to write. It's like a whole script. There we go, Linux launched. There we go, let me just paste this. Right, let's see if it works. Okay, it's not working, there we go. Why is it not working? Why is it not working? I installed everything. I think there's some problem with Ubuntu. I swear to God, Ubuntu always has problems. I've never had problems with Debian, but Ubuntu is always problematic. Like, bro, why are you not working? Okay, maybe I'm missing a library. Okay, there we go. That was my bad. But still, Ubuntu is always problematic. For some reason, Ubuntu sometimes loses the internet connection. And I have no idea why. It just randomly loses the internet connection, and then I need to go to the terminal, and then I need to paste commands to make it work again. Right. Localhost root is administrator. Oh my god. Okay, it's just administrator. Cool. Show databases. FlaskDB. Okay, interesting. It's just to FlaskDB, I guess. There we go. FlaskDB. Okay, works. Okay, cool. Okay. Right. Yeah, I love Mint. I'm actually just gonna show you guys in the meantime. Let me just do this instead. Let me just switch the screens. Let me actually run it first. Actually, I'll do it on screen. Why not? Linux Mint. There we go. This is my Linux Mint machine. So let me just launch my project. This one, I think. Oh god, I can't remember which one. I think it's this one. Oh god. Ay. I don't remember which one it is. This one? Oh god. There's too many files. I've got too... Oh, I think it's here. Shantaya 3.0. Yeah, there we go. Shantaya 3.0. Bash run sh. There we go. It started the website. So now if I go to my localhost, which port is it? 8080. Okay. Right, so this is my website, right? 95% of this website is written by me by hand. So there we go. One of the most proud of things one of the things that I'm proud of is this, right? So this basically is an if statement that if you're an administrator, it displays this admin button, right? And as you can see, it works. All of this works, by the way. So there's only 4 users, and as you can see, what I can do is I can change all of these users. So as you can see, this user is actually banned, and there's 2 administrators, and it tells you if there is a row 1, which is just an integer. No, I didn't make it now. I've been making this project like as a side project in Python, right? This is in Flask. But I'm missing, I think, is this the latest diver? I don't think so. Because I'm missing a function here, or maybe it's a euro. Yeah. So I've been writing this by hand. Like, look, it tells you, if I actually go to the database and actually change something, because I can't remember the euro. If I go to 3310, that's my, there we go, my PHP, my admin. So if I actually go and I change, for example, in my database, if I change the last user testing to 0, right? 0 means he's banned. And look, this changed, right? So it changed to 2, and it tells you directly that he's banned. Is it like an admin panel, like a user management system you're making to manage? To be honest, I actually just made a normal website, because what I wanted to do originally was just create some kind of forum. But then I thought, is there a point? Because there's different like free software I could just use rather than me making my own. And let me just open the admin, because there is an API that I made. It's just that I don't remember what's the actual URL. There we go. So if I put, right, so there we go. There is an actual API that I made. So if I put API 4. Oh, sorry, it's /ban. /ban 4. Yeah. Right, maybe there's no work. Maybe, I think it's admin ban.4. There we go, right. And I think there's admin unban 4 as well. Nope. Look at this API. Admin user 4. Okay, that's not working for some reason. It should work. I don't know why it's not working. Yeah, some of the things might not work sometimes because it's not fully fixed, right? But I see this ban is not working properly for some reason. Admin ban 2. Ban 1. Okay, there we go, right? So it is working. It's just for some reason it's not. Maybe because I changed it in the database. I don't know. There we go. Let's just do admin ban 4. Ban 3. Admin ban 2. I don't know. It's not working for some reason. It worked for a second, but it's not working anymore. I don't know why. Whatever. Also, if I do logout, if I log out, there we go, right? So if I go login, and I write testing maybe? I don't remember the password. Test password? Testing? God damn it, man. There we go, we got it. So this is so as you remember, right? Let me actually show you. This is the one thing I'm proud of. I've done this by hand also. Look, so if you're a user and you don't have administrator access, it does not show you the button, right? But if you're an admin or sends a post request, right? Post request? My bad, no, goes to the site. I'm confused. So basically, yeah, so let me just go back to what I was explaining. There we go. So if you're an administrator, this is the admin page, right? It allows you to go to the admin page, right? There you go, right? But if you're just a regular user, it does not give you access, right? Even if I go to admin dashboard, which is the actual URL, it just says 403, 404. Yeah. Yeah, it's just API, yeah, it's just sending API requests, right? Which is just happening on the back end. The actual API, I'm pretty sure, I think I made an API file. Yeah, there we go. This is the API file, right? Which is also connected. There we go. So if I go to API users, I'm learning how to secure my APIs and stuff. For API, what you should do is you should take your whole API and just check what you can access. In most cases, as an admin, right? Why is this not working? Oh, I think I know why it's not working. It's not working because the files, there's some problems with the files for some reason. Yeah. Okay, that's crazy. I don't know why it's actually not working. The hell? That's weird. It's just not working. So with API, what you should do is you should verify what's accessible from as an administrator and as a user. And you should just verify what happens if I do this, what happens if I do this, what happens if I change this HTTP method. And then you basically find that you might have found a vulnerability. And also for APIs, it's very, very crucial that you find or disable HTTP delete method. Because if a hacker finds HTTP delete to your API, he can delete a user, right? And that's the last, or even like some data or something. And that's the last thing you want to do, is to allow anyone to delete stuff, right? You should always verify what HTTP methods are available and what's available to the users or hackers. Right, I don't know why this is not working. It says there is a user, there's a problem, but there shouldn't be, because I never changed anything. Oh, I think I know why. But this doesn't matter because this is only a, yeah. It's showing a problem because I haven't opened a folder. But this doesn't make a difference because I'm not running it through Visual Studio Code. I'm running it through the bash. So I don't know why this is not working. It should work. Maybe I need to reset or something. Right, anyways, let's go back to C, shall we? Right, because I just wanted to show you guys my website, which I'm proud of. Let me just go back to Ubuntu. Right, there we go. Back to Ubuntu. I noticed with some CRMs, I've managed for people, their APIs don't even have a delete option for a put option for contacts. Yeah, you should always just verify, right? Because these HTTP methods can be dangerous. Yeah, thank you. I like writing, like I like writing my own projects, like stuff like websites like this. Because first of all, it's fun, and I learned a bunch about like a lot of things, like for example, like hosting stuff on your computer and just rendering stuff on the website, right? Also for security, I learned a bunch. Like I finally understood what SSTI is, or server-side template injection, which is mostly vulnerable, or the exploit can be vulnerable in Flask or server-side templates, right? Let's like Jinja 2, right? Which is used in Django and Flask. I have a way called adversarial thinking, also why I'm building. Yeah, so that's how you should think, right? That's the best way. That's why offensive security is the best security. Because when you attack your system, you always find what's vulnerable. I don't know why this is also not working. It should work, I think. Because it says some problem, but it says there's no rows. There is data in it though, isn't it? Use FlaskDB. Show. No, sorry. Select all from show tables. Items, okay. And then select. Yeah, there is stuff in items, so it should work. MySQL version %s string. Yes, that's correct. That's a string. What is Grok saying? You can MySQL and SQL. No, I did not write this. What I try to do is connect the database. The reason I copied this is just to test if it works. Because I just want you to see if I can connect my database to the C program. But I did not write this. I used Grok. Because there's no way I can do that, right? There's no way at the level I am. But it's not working for some reason. I don't know why. It says there's no rows, but I have data in the table, so like what? It should work. It should be working. It says my skill test. No, hell no, bro. Why would that work? Now it's easy if you can write that by hand. There is docs for this. Yeah. But what I'm just trying to do is I'm just trying to see if it works first, and then I'll write my own code to like display data and stuff. But for some reason, it's not working the way I wanted to do, or the way I wanted to work. Or I done something wrong, which is a high possibility. Undefined reference. Maybe let's reset Visual Studio Code. Let's try this again. Nope. Are you asin and oopsanning? Bro, what? I have no idea what you mean, buddy. Am I what? Are you asin and oopsanning? Right, let's actually read some documentation how to do this. The terms you're referring to, asan and upsan, are critical to Zun. No. Address sanitizing and undefined behavior sanitizing, you should do that. I guess so, but I guess I should do that, yeah. Sounds like a good idea, guys. Maybe I should, since I'm not a professional in C. I'll do that for the next live stream, I guess, because I'm probably going to finish the live stream in a couple minutes. because I need to do some stuff and I'm going to work soon, unfortunately. But I'll do that for the next live stream. Thank you guys for telling me that I should do something because, yeah. I appreciate any, what's it called? Any advice. Oh, there we go. That's what I wanted to say. What are you building? To be honest, I'm just building some random stuff since I don't really have any idea what to build. So I'm just trying to build some random stuff. Right now, I'm trying to connect a database to C. Sorry. I'm trying to just connect this program to my database, right? Which is running just in the background. A MySQL database to C. Let's try that. Actually, it might be useful if I write Linux. Let's just write Ubuntu just to make sure it's working. How to use MySQL with Ubuntu C. Connect MySQL server using C program API. There we go. Sounds good. The wall. If the cop tries to hover the buffer into the red zone, the wall hits back and the program crashes immediately with a detailed error report. Okay. Sounds good, actually. Okay, so I'll do that for next. Let me actually write it on my Discord. On my Discord. So you can just... Did you install Clang in VS Code? Okay. No. Is that an extension? Okay. Oh yeah, okay. Let's try it. Okay. Let's see. Yeah. Yes, please. Thank you for telling me. Since I'm not that good at C. I know the fundamentals and basics, but like after that, I have no clue. Okay. What is this? CPP tools? Let me just reload Visual Studio Code. Okay, right. So is this working now? No? Right, for some reason this is a error now. I don't know why. I don't think it should be an error. Oh, it's not used directly. Okay, that's fine. Because it's just not used. You should make a make file. Okay, so I guess I need to go to the extension. And make a... It should say something like... Make file. Okay. Too much information for me. Let's just do this. Firefox, please. How to use Clang in VS Code. There we go. This will tell me how to get started. Okay, I'll go Clanked. Already have this. Is that it? No. Do you want to call on Discord then? We can do it next time. I'll probably just set up this before the next live stream, so I don't need to do it. But yeah, I'm gonna go probably in like 2 minutes. I'll just see what is this, and then I'll go. Right, I'll leave this for the next live stream. Hello, Wrench. Unfortunately, you have came on the wrong time. At the wrong time, yes. Because I'm gonna go soon. But hello. You're welcome to rewatch the whole VOD if you'd like to. Yeah, unfortunately, because I need to go soon. I need to go to work soon, and yeah, I need to eat something also. I'm not a robot yet. Maybe in 2077. Yeah, sure. You can always rewatch the VOD if you want, or you're welcome to watch the future live streams, which I'll just work a job like a normal regular job, unfortunately. But hopefully soon. I might not have to. Right, I'll leave this for the next live stream, right? Let me just write on my Discord so I remember. Setup clanged for next live stream or whatever. Or check this out, whatever. At least so I can... Right, I'm gonna finish the live stream, guys. I have been live streaming for 2 hours and 6 minutes. So yeah, thank you for being on the live stream. Thank you for any support. Thank you for everything. I hope you guys have a great day. And I'll try to make more live streams. It's just I don't have any ideas what to live stream. That's the problem, right? But yeah, I'll try to live stream some other things. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. And yeah, thank you guys. There we go. Right. Yeah, thank you for suggestion. Make SD go. I will probably, but that will require a lot of time since I'm not that good at C. But I'll probably write something like a game. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and hope you guys have a great day. Peace.